Waterloo Uncovered are back at Hougoumont. This is where our work on the battlefield of Waterloo started way back in 2015. This time around we're working in fields to the south of the farm, and after documentary research we put together a project design which focuses on two sites. What we're hoping to do here is rediscover two features that may well have played a role in the battle but have been lost through the mists of time. The first of those is a quarry that we think was used to extract clay to make the bricks from which the farm is built. The other is a small chapel which appears on a map from the 1770s but then disappears from history. And we think we've got evidence in our trenches for both.
Okay, so there we are in an ancient clay quarry, which was no longer in use at the time of the battle, but which was still visible. And we think that maybe it would have, it could serve as a shelter for soldiers, or maybe to bury bodies after the battle. And at a very narrow level, we found a lot of musket balls, but now we have a flint in his lead sheet, which means a gun was there. And if a gun was there, it means a soldier was there, which is very important, because the musket balls, they could have been shot 200 meters away. So it's just a sign that, well, there's a battle over there, but that's what we know. But that's an evidence that soldiers have been in the ancient quarry at a time or another. So it's a very good result. I can show the objects. You see? Oh yeah, and it's a French musket flintstone, because it's like a yellow flint, which is not the case of the brown bess, which were in grey dark flint. Very good results. And it's the confirmation that the quarry was still visible and used in a way or another by the soldier participating in the battle.
Okay, so we're about halfway through the day now, which is, I guess, the third day in this trench. And we're coming down even more into even more rubble, even more bricks, and hopefully our little chapel is starting to form itself a little bit. What we've been mostly doing this morning, we cleaned everything up beautifully yesterday, took all of the photos, did all of the recording, made a 3D model of where we were at that time, and now we're finally being able to go down, take off a little bit of this rubble and kind of see what's underneath it. And that's really, really important, because at the moment it looks like it's just all tumbled in. We haven't really seen any kind of actual, this is a solid wall or a solid foundation trench. But hopefully, once we start removing some of this stuff, we'll actually start getting those bits forming. There are some straight looking edges, much straighter than they were yesterday, which is good. Maybe even a corner of a wall, which I can see coming up at the moment. So really it's just a bit more hard graft, moving some stuff, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll be able to have a better picture of what we've got.
Could have been shot 200 meters away.
Rolled away.
Yeah,
exactly. That is definitely someone throwing that.
Yeah.
I love this bit. Yeah.
That's the screw.
Yeah, exactly.
You see, really... and these are the jaw. You know, it's like
clamp.
A clamp, yes. And
yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's in really good condition.
Yeah, and that decoration is typically French also. That's Philippe Charlet.
Okay, so they have these crimps that go, and then they put this decoration in there.
No, that's not a decoration.
Oh, that's just where it's come off.
of the jaw, you see.
Yeah, the teeth.
Yeah,
but then this bit round here.
Yeah.
That's stamped, and then they fold it and clamp it on, and then the screw goes in there when it screws in.
And
that's so neat, and that's from the
quarry, and always the same layer as the musket balls.
So
I think that we have the level. Yeah, we have the level of the quarry at the time of the battle. It's on that part, let's say around 2 meters deep.
2 meters.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 meters of colluvium topsoil to take off before we get to the back. It's a lot of excavation. Well, no wonder we're not getting much of this from the metal detecting us when we're metal detecting the surface, because it's completely filled in with
definitely.
And that is just erosion, hill wash from the soil that is
I
piled up,
suppose so,
piled
yeah.
up, piled up, piled up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only 200 years of
Yeah.
soil movement.
Yeah.
It's a lot of soil as well, isn't it? But
And we've got the pistol ball just beside.
really fantastic. So it's a bit of hand-to-hand fighting as well, close quarters
Could be.
fighting.
Maybe we have the wound of the soldier 3 meters away. But that's what we will know
Yeah,
in,
okay. Keep digging.
let's say, an hour.
Yeah, fine. Good luck.
Okay.
We'll stay here in the chapel.
Yeah. I always tell my students that a battle in its place in time is like a blip on an oscilloscope. So time passes, little incidents happen, and then there's a momentary boop as the battle takes place, and then things go back to normal. And just the other day, we had a reminder of that everything we're looking at is not related to the battle. We get obsessed with the battle. But Cornelius was walking through the field behind me and looked down, and to his absolute delight, saw this beautiful object. It's made of flint, and it's a polished stone axe. It's from the Neolithic. It's prehistoric. It may be 5,000, even more years old. It's a beautiful object. And it reminds us that humans have been here for thousands of years. We're focused on the 18th of June, 1815, but for thousands of years, people have been living and working on this land. And this axe, usually used to cut down trees, ironically was found in a field which has no trees in it now, but had trees at the time of the battle. And I think a lovely connection to what we're doing here today is the fact that this is flint. 5,000-6,000 years ago, in 1815, soldiers fighting in this battle were still using flint, this time to detonate the charges of gunpowder in their muskets. And we've also found one of those flints this time around. That's a stunning connection, connecting those blimps on that oscilloscope over thousands of years. I love it.